All right, class, it looks like we're going to be looking at chapter 11, which is surface area and volume. We did look at this already with our formulas for area, so let's take a little more deeper. We'll just look at the chapter. So we got, we're going to go ahead and look at more geometry, more real world applications. And this is not a big chapter, but we're going to use our prior knowledge to answer the questions. So I'm going to go over 11.1 and 11.2 today. So surface area, go ahead and look at the video and to see what you remember. So it says multiply from the area. So remember, area is length times width. So this is a 2. This is going to be a 3. So 2 times 3 equals 6. So this is 6 square units. Now look at this one here. How many is this? 1, 2. Let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 units. 2 times 8 equals 16 square units. Remember, try to find the area. Area is how much it takes up. You can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We're going to area of squares, rectangles, and triangles. So with the square, length times width, or area equals size squared because they're the same because it's a square. So 13 times 13, 169 cubic centimeters square, because there's 2 of them. Rectangle, length times width, so 15 times 8, 120 inches square. Now here's the triangle. This is the same formula we were before. Area equals 1/2 times base times height. Remember, this is your base, this is your height. So 7 times 6, divided by 2, 21 centimeters squared. This is just a review. Evaluate the expressions. What's the first step you got to do when you evaluate expressions? You got to do order operations. So gems, groupings. We'll go down your groupings. 2 plus 4, 6. There's no exponents. Now you're going to multiply 3 times 6, and you get 18. No gems. No groupings, no exponents, multiplication or division, addition, subtraction. So you read it, and it's division, so 6 divided by 3 is 2. 2 plus 6 equals 8. Again, following order operations, gems, no groupings, we do got exponents. So this is the exponent right here. So this means 4 times 4, which is 16, plus 4 times 5 minus 2. Now multiplication and division, 4 times 5 is 20, plus 16 minus 2, and continue the rest. Should have got 34. So the important part about the expressions is using order operations of gems. Go on to the page. Some key vocabulary words. Let's go ahead and review our key vocabulary words. Solid figures. You have a pyramid. You have a cube, prism, and a polyhedron. Oops, spelled wrong. Polyhedron. Yep. prism, polyhedron, pyramid, and a cube. Okay. Let's go over the rest of the vocab. A three-dimensional figure has a length, width, height is called a three-dimensional figure. These are all called solid figure. Two-dimensional pattern that can be folded into a three-dimensional figure. It's called a net. And we'll go over that in a little bit. Is the sum of the areas of all the faces or surfaces of a solid figure. Surface area. So I want you to remember surface and then the area, or the sum of the area of the faces. So face, face, face. But remember, you only see three faces. Don't forget there's a bottom face, left, and the back. Is the measurement of space of a solid occupies? That's volume. Volume is a measure of space a solid figure occupies. So at any point in the video, I want you to pause and give yourself an overview. Okay, let's look at lesson 11.1. So we're looking at three-dimensional figures and nets. So go ahead and read together. A solid figure is a three-dimensional figure. A solid figure is a three-dimensional figure because it has three dimensions: length, width, and height. That's important. Okay, length, width, height. And here's an example. So you got your faces, your edge, and your vertices. Remember, vertices where they both meet. The edge, think of it as the side, and the face is the actual. If you look at like length and width, that's the whole face. All right, let's look this together. A designer is working on a layout for the cereal box show. Identify the solid figure and draw a net that the designer can use to show the placement of information and artwork in the box. So looking at this box right here, how many bases does it have? 2. A base here and a base down below. Are the bases congruent? Remember, congruent means the same. And the answer is yes. And what shape are the bases? What shape does this look like to you? A rectangle. So identify the solid figure. Recall that a prism is a solid figure that has two congruent parallel bases, and its lateral faces are rectangles. Is it named for the shape of the bases? Is a cereal box a prism? Yes. And a prism is a solid figure with two congruent parallel bases. Remember, parallel doesn't cross. What shape of the bases? The rectangles. So the box is a rectangular prism. Now draw a net for the figure. A net is a two-dimensional figure that can be folded into a solid figure. Step 1, make a list of the shapes you will use. Top and bottom bases, well, we know that those are rectangles. Left face, right face, and those look like rectangles in too. And the front and back face. Those are rectangles. So looking at what I did was I took a box. Let's see if I can make the screen bigger. All right, so I just basically took a box. Now let me go ahead and show you what I did. All right, you should now see me now. So basically took a box, and probably this is your two-dimensional shape. As you see, we got rectangles. But the whole point of this is I can fold it and make a box. See my box? And when it's opened up like a net, let's count our rectangles. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Make six rectangles. That makes sense, right? Because you have the front and back, 2 sides, and a top and a bottom. So what you do is just get any box you have at home, get your parent permission, of course, and open it up. And what do you notice? What do we notice about this? Well, can't you find the area of this? Sure, remember it's length times width. So you can actually measure this. I'll take my ruler and measure this. This is 5 inches. This is 3 inches. So we know that this is 15. And we know that this other side has to be what? 15. So we know that this area is 15 inches square times 2, or 15 plus 15. So you do the same for the top and bottom, the 2 sides, and you set them up. Very simple, right? Now, if you don't have a box, you can go onto a website, and we pull it up real quick. Pull it real quick. So on your assignment, you have a link to the nets. We'll pull it up real quick on my side. One, real quick. Material nets, nets. So you should be able to find this link. It's the nctm.org, right? It's under resources in your lesson. So you can click on these and you can try it out. So does this make a cube? So I say no, and see what happens. This can't be a cube because you're missing the whole side. So if you don't have one, you can try this at home. You can try this one out. What do you think? You want to know that folds, that folds, that folds? See what happens. I can't because there's one extra piece. So if you don't have something at home, you could actually go on there. Okay, let's go back to our lesson. And same thing for another prism. So what shape does this make up? It's a rectangular pyramid. So they have triangles. And notice how this is a triangle, but the base is a rectangle. So it's a rectangular pyramid. This part makes a pyramid. So a pyramid is a solid figure with a polygon-shaped base. So the polygon-shaped base is a rectangle. And the triangles are lateral faces. This is the face, 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 face. So how many do you see here? 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 4 faces. A pyramid with a rectangular base is called a rectangular pyramid. So if the base is a rectangle, it has to be a rectangular pyramid. So describe the base of the figure. What is this base of? What does that look like to you? Well, that's going to be the base is a triangle. Describe the lateral faces. Well, what shape does these make? The lateral faces are triangles. The figure then is a triangular prism. Remember, it makes a solid shape. And what's the base? Well, the base of the triangle. So using shapes to using that. So the base of the triangle, the lateral faces are triangles. So let's draw the net. So if I was going to open it up, what would it look like? Well, let's start with our base. Our base is what? A triangle. And we're going to pretend to fold it up. So here is one side, another side, and another side. Why do you think there's 3 sides or 3 lateral faces? Well, how many bases are there? There's the base of the triangle. So it's 1, 2, 3. So if the edge is 3 of the base, so you only have 3 lateral faces. Well, that's what I want you to do. I want you to go onto that website and make nets up. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to 11.2. And anytime the video, you may pause and review as needed. So 11.2 is the surface area of a solid figure is the sum of the areas of all the faces or surfaces of a figure. Surface area is measured in square units. So